Hello guys, in my last video I told you about how there are 12 different kinds of houses, and basically in Indian Vedic astrology you have something like this. Like, can you see it? Look, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so yeah, so it will appear somewhere like here, and those are those houses have various significations. Like, to understand each and every house, many are Hindu Vedic rishis have given various things. Like, in Indian astrology we think that everything is connected to energies. Okay, every single thing. I'm energy, this is energy, this whole atmosphere is a different energy, and each of these energies are they have segregated these energies in a particular, for a particular house. So as I told you, there are 12 houses. These 12 houses are related to every human being in a various different ways. Like, right from the birth of the child till that person dies, there are various significations, and all those significations are covered in these houses. So for example, this is, first house, this is second house, third house. I told you this. So first house, which is basically Aries, like, it doesn't have to be necessarily first house doesn't have to be necessarily Aries, but when you go to most of the astrological softwares, you'll see something like this, and you'll see different numbers here. Like, sometimes it is 2 here. So when it is 2 here, you have to understand that this is called first house. First house is also called as Lagna. It's also called as ascendant. And the first house is where you come to know about your personality, your life, like every detail of your character, and every that kind of aspect lies in first house. This is you. This is basically you. How do you behave? How do you talk to people? What is your thought process? Okay, this can you can also think it in a, like, human body wise. Like, this is first house, this is second house, third house, fourth house, chest, and then fifth is stomach, and then like that. I just told you that these 12 houses are related to our human body, but it is not only that. It is also related to many other significations. For example, this is second house. So I told you second house is also your face, your mouth, your teeth. So that is your second house. And what kind of food you prefer, your wealth is second house. So there are different kind of things which I will carry on in the next video, when I'll explain each and every video in a very specific way. So yeah, so these are the different houses. So if, for example, if you put your birth details in a astrological app, you will see something like this, and you will see different kind of numbers written here. So the first thing you need to do is you have to check in here key what number you have here. Okay, so if you have 1 written here, that means you are Aries. If you see 2 written here, that means you are Taurus. So you know that there are 12 signs. So whichever number is written there, for example, if it is 6, then you are Virgo ascendant. If it is 7, then you are a Libra ascendant. And if you are 8, then you are a Scorpio ascendant. So likewise, you can understand which ascendant is yours, or what is your ascendant sign. So basically, the most important thing is whatever sign a planet is placed in, that sign becomes that planet sign. So when sun is in Leo, so you call sun sign is Leo. When moon falls in Leo, you call your moon sign as Leo. You have to see the number which is written here, you just have to see the number which is written here in each houses, and you have to see which planet is sitting there. That's it. So suppose this is Aries chart, suppose this is one, so suppose this is Aries chart and you have sun here, so you will say that sun is present in first house in the sign of Aries, and your ascendant sign is also Aries, and your sun sign is also Aries. Most important thing is ascendant, Lagna or first house. Then sunshine and moonshine, moon sign are not that important compared to the ascendant chart. But yeah, so if suppose for example moon is in your fifth house in Virgo, so there will be 6 written here. If I'm talking about Virgo, so you can say that your moon is in fifth house, because 1 2 3 4 fifth house in the sign of Virgo. So I hope you understand this bit, and yeah, so this is the, like, it is not very hard or very tough. Now the next part is understanding the signification of each planet, each house and each sign, because these 3 factors are responsible for various things that are going in a human being's life. Like for example, if you have Mercury here in second house in the sign of Gemini, second house is mouth, Gemini is communication, and Mercury is the lord of communication. So that person, so you can just automatically say that this person talks a lot, unless until somebody's, that is a different thing, that will aspects and all, we will talk about that later. But yeah, so this will be the basic thing of looking at the chart and finding out if this person talks a lot or not. So I hope you like my video. In next video we'll talk about houses, particular way, I'll take on each houses separately, and then signs also, and then planets also. Until then, goodbye.